Welcome. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. It's Thursday, but whenever you receive this or see this or hear this or retrieve this, however you do, it'll be for you whenever you do. Well, either way, I think I was calling this like Thoughtful Threads Thursday and stuff like that, so we are continuing along, right? So today we're going to dive into another one of Shakespeare's, right? I think I did To Be or Not to Be, right? That one. All right. So we're diving into another one of Shakespeare's most powerful and haunting reflections, right? From Macbeth, right? His tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow speech, right? It's a moment where Macbeth stands at the edge of everything that's crumbling, right? And he realizes that the shit drags, you know what I mean? It creeps from one day to the next, right? And it's endless, and it's this like slow march, right? And in his despair, he sees how time has deceived him, right? And how it has deceived us, right? So it's tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, creeps in this petty pace from day to day to that last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death, right? Poetry and full explosion, right? So Macbeth, he's feeling it. He's like this weight of time, right, slipping through his hands. It's slipping, and it hits him, right? How quickly it can all fade. He even says, out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and farts his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. Ouch. Ooh. What? Then is heard no more. That line, it stops you dead in your tracks, right? If you're into this kind of stuff, right? I am, obviously. But it's like, and then is heard no more. Let me think about that. And this relates with me too. It resonates deep because last year, I have no concept of time, so it could have been last year or the year before or whatever, either way. I had my own wake-up call, like, a near-death experience that literally choked me awake, right? In that moment, I realized that I wasn't done living. Time stopped, right? Time stopped, and everything I thought I had ahead of me, if I even thought that far ahead, gone. And it wasn't just fear, it was just a realization, right? Like this epiphany, so to speak, that I hadn't done the things I truly wanted to do yet, right? And what about my dreams? Like, where did they go? Like, all these dreams, these desires, the fulfillment I hadn't even started to experience or grasp, right? And the lack of structure I had for myself, like, that came rushing in too. And and just as a mother, as a divine being, right? It was like, wait a minute, like, no, I'm not finished here yet, that type of stuff, right? Anyways, right, we live our lives thinking we all have this time, and then even from my own experience too of losing my mother so young. Like, I was only 9 years old. I've now lived more of my life without her than I got to with her. And, that sucks, right? But how we see time and how we look at time, right? Tomorrow, next week, we always think we have this time, next year, next month. We make plans, we hold off on things that really do matter. Because it matters, but yet we still think that we could do them later, right? But that's the illusion, right? Macbeth knew it too, right? We light up the path to our own dusty death while chasing tomorrows that may never come. So when I had that experience, I realized I had been spending too much time waiting for things to just fall into divine place, divine space, and divine align, right? When in reality, like, I needed to start living, right? To do the things that set my soul on fire, to structure my life in a way that aligned with my purpose. And it became so clear that we do ruin the present by worrying about tomorrow or staying stuck on a past that's gone, you know? In Macbeth's line, life's but a walking shadow, a tale told by an idiot. It's a favorite line of mine, right? Because life's but a walking shadow, a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Signifying nothing. That shit hits home. Like, we walk around caught up in the hustle, right? Fretting about this, that, right? And in the end, it don't matter. It doesn't. Anyway, right? But that moment when you face death, right? I was facing death, right? It's like, had me by here. You realize how much time we waste chasing things that don't even fulfill us, that don't matter, right? But that line that he says, right? It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. If I was to write a full essay, I would start from there, right? We fill our lives with so much noise, distractions, worries, all these things, right, that pull us away from what really matters. I'm doing better right now. There's somebody over there, and I'm still recording. I didn't hit stop. I'm proud of myself right now. But anyways, we fill our lives, right, with so much noise, distractions, all these things that don't matter and that pull us away from the things that do. But when time stops, because that's what happened, right? At that moment when all that was going down with me, time stopped. All that sound and fury fades. It disappears. And what's left is what's left is really, like, you know, this question, like, have I really lived? Have I really lived? And have I really done all the things that make me feel alive? And do the people that I love, like, you know how I feel and love them? Like, or, you know, just all these things that all of a sudden come to the forefront of what mattered. It wasn't some bill I had to pay, or, you know, rent that's due, mortgage payments, or this or that, or I gotta go to work tomorrow, or something like that. He went inside now. No, it wasn't any of those things. It was like a soul screaming, like, oh, I'm here, you know? So have you lived? Have you done the things that make you feel alive? We only have this one life, right? in this life. We have this precious moment and etched into space, into time, right? In our consciousness now, the present, right? That's the gift. And a lot of the times we learn that shit the hard way. So, what about you? Are you chasing tomorrow, or are you living in the now? What's holding you back from stepping into the life that you really, really want? Right? Like Albert Einstein says, time is an illusion. It's not something we can hold on to. It slips through our fingers. So instead of trying to control it, why not let go and trust the flow of certain kind of things, right? Live for the now, be present in this moment, because this is where life is truly happening. So take a deep breath. Loosen your grip and start living life as you're meant to. Don't wait for time, because it doesn't exist. It's waiting for you to just wake up and start living now. Releasing all illusions of tomorrow and embracing the power of right now too, right? I honor the present moment as a gift, knowing that I am meant to live fully, boldly, and with purpose. I let go of all fear. I step into my truth, and I trust that everything I need is already within me, right here, right now. And that's what I have for you. Bye.